Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Roz Jones, and I have a special guest today with me, Trina Jones. And the reason why I have her as a guest today is because she has just recently started taking care of her mom, no longer long distance, but up close and personal,
Oh
honey.
yeah.
Real close. And
Mhm.
so, some of the things that I have been talking about, she is now starting to experience. And so,
Mhm.
I wanted to talk a little bit about. Uh, One of the things I wanted to talk about was the medication management. You all hear me talk about it all the time. If you're getting ready to take care of a loved one and you're moving them from one place to another, let's say even from the house to the nursing home or from one state to the other, my mantra is 90 days of medication. Am I right?
Yes.
90 days of medication. And a lot of times when you're moving and you're trying to get them from one place to the other, the only thing you're thinking about is pack some underwear, some clothes, let's go.
This is true. This is definitely true.
All you think about, put them in a suitcase, get them to the house, and we'll figure out the rest.
Yeah.
Well, in between figuring out the rest, sometimes they're on their last 5 days of medication and you don't know. Or their medication has completely run out and you don't know.
Hmm.
And so I want to talk a little bit about that. And I have Trina here because she has experienced all of that.
Oh yeah.
Last 5 days, ran out of medication, all of that.
Oh yeah. All of that.
All of that.
Definitely.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let Trina talk about, for how many years were you long distance taking care of your mom, kind of just going back and forth from here, from Jacksonville back to Dallas.
Woo, let's see here. Um, I would say since I've been here, it's been about 5 years since I've been here in the Jacksonville area. So prior to me coming here, I was the one that did everything. Everything, my mother, I was the one my mom depended on. Whether it was doctor's appointments, whether it was, whatever it was, she always depended on me to be the one to do it. So when I left, it was like she then started to having to, I guess, do things back to on her own or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I noticed that there was a decline
Mm-hmm.
when we got together.
Mm-hmm.
This past, the last 6 months, I noticed that there was a decline in certain things with her and with the responsibility. A lot of time we think that they look like they got it going on, but we really don't know until we get behind the scenes of
Mm-hmm.
things to really see how a person is operating. Uh, and one thing that I feel like I said, oh, she got it because she's been doing this for a minute. No, because when she got with me, I was like, you out of your medication. You didn't say anything. So, and she's like, well, I was going to wait to say, you can't wait when
Mm-hmm.
you have certain ailments. You have to say something. So when you see something, you have to say something. With being, when you a caregiver for elders, you have to keep all eyes on everything because they'll make you feel like they got it all together. But I was like, no. Well, where's this medication? Or did you take this? You want to put those things in those planners, but did you really take it? Did you put the right medicine on the right day? So you can't just assume
Mm-hmm.
that, even though they may know what type of medications they're taking, you can't assume that they're taking them. You can't assume that they're even taking the right dosage
Mm-hmm.
because, again, hands on, cousin Patricia, I noticed with my mom that she may not, we had to find out if she's taking the right doses, even with her insulin. Because,
I'm snapping my head because a day or two ago, she was checking her insulin,
mm-hmm,
and she's on a sliding scale.
mm-hmm,
And so I know the sliding scales by literally by memory. Her blood sugar was 157, so I said either it's 2, 4, or 6 units of insulin, and she said, "Oh, I do 20." So I was like, "Is that if it's a sliding scale, it's not always 20. It has
right.
to be between 2 and 15 or something like that. And if it's over, usually if it's over 300, you contact the doctor." Well, she wanted to go ahead and take the 20. And at that point, I was cringing and she was looking. And these are the things that we're talking about today.
Yeah, because I honestly thought that she was doing it the right way until Roz and I got here. Hello, Evangelist. I really thought we were doing it the right way. So That's when I realized, I said, oh my Lord, I'm going to have to step in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to step in and make sure that you are properly doing what you're supposed to do with your medications, because I just trusted that, because she's been doing it for so long, that she knew, or she was doing it the proper way. But it really was not until you said something. I was sitting here saying, oh, she's not. Oh, whoa, because she could be over medicating herself, or she could be not taking enough of it. So I was just like, reality set in. I was like, I gotta just go ahead and just do this. So I was like, let me add that to the list of being a caregiver. Add that to the list of things you gotta do. Add that to the list of things you gotta be responsible for. And so that alone, I was just like, woo. I said, let me just sit down, Aisha. I said, let me just sit down and gather myself, because Tatiana, you take it, you take this as if, I guess she's doing what she's supposed to do, but reality, it was not so. So it was, I think for me, it was another woo-saw moment. I'm like, let me take a deep breath, because now that's another thing I have to manage. That's another thing in my life, other than trying to manage me, trying to manage kids, trying to manage your job, trying to manage your self-care. I had to now manage, as a caregiver, manage those things on a day-to-day basis. And so sometimes that right there alone could be overwhelming. We were out of a medication. And honestly, I didn't know it, because you know what? I didn't pay it any attention. I just took it upon myself that she knew. We were out of a medication. When we went back home to see the doctor, she was out of the medication. I was just like, duh. Like the lights came on for me. Like,
but the medication that they were out of, and I'm not going to say what it is. When you stop taking it, you can't stop it cold turkey.
mm-hmm.
And so when she stopped it cold turkey, if it's around the time that I think it was, now you're having behavioral issues because the person is not on the right medication. So when she ran out, which was probably right before they got here, there were some things that was going on with her mom at the time. And we were like, well, what's going on? What's going on? Now I realized part of it was because she had stopped taking her medicine. She had not gotten a refill. And so there's going to be a time when you're going to have to take over the medication. And we've talked about that. And she's like, do I have to? And I'm like, look at our faces. She don't want to, but she's going to have to. If you want to go to heaven and see Jesus, she's going to have to, we both leaning in, manage the medication. That's it. Because what's happening is that as we age, sometimes we don't want to take medication because it costs too much. Next thing, we want to take medication because it makes us pee, and I don't want to get up and go to the bathroom. I'm talking.
Yeah.
So if you're taking fluid pills, if you're taking Tylenol or acetaminophen, all this is for inflammatory, and so you're going to pee. So then when they take the medicine, they don't drink the water.
Let's talk about this water. Baron and Jordan.
So
how much water do we drink? Because I'm telling you, I realize how important drinking water is. How much he said, Jordan said, this is good teaching. And this is something that we need to do. We need to take a moment to really educate ourselves. There's so many things I feel like we overlook, but we need to take the time to educate ourselves. And I'm telling you, when you're having to do it, you learn to educate yourself. And I realize that water is so important. And we tend to, get so busy in life that we feel like, oh, I'll get a bottle of water later, or I get some later, I get some on my way out. And we take it. And a lot of times we can sip on it all day long. But when you put that water in your body, it helps you live. It flushes you out. And properly. And I'm like, we got to get to really taking care of this temple. And I'm telling you, I've had a reality check. Becoming a caregiver.
Let me tell you something.
Karen Moore, I had a reality check.
She and her mother think that coffee is water.
Don't do me by my coffee now. I love me a good cup of coffee.
They think that coffee is water. So let me tell you about coffee and caffeine. It dehydrates you.
Yes, it does, Karen Moore.
So if you're taking an antibiotic or you're taking your medicine, it's not good to take it with the caffeine.
I'm drinking my water
Today. So the important thing is, yeah, you can have a cup or two, but a whole pot for that is not
That's
water.
that's not me, guys. That need to be my mom.
And it's hard because the more caffeine you drink, the more dehydrated you become. And if you take that caffeine with the medicine, then you're going to have some things going on. You start, sometimes you can feel achy in your body or you're tired. And then dehydration, particularly for the elderly, if they're dehydrated, it can cause falls.
Yeah.
Because they're weak. Now I'm dehydrated, I'm weak. Look, I'm leaning on somebody or leaning on the wall, trying to make it to the toilet, trying to make it to the table. This is why with medication, education
it's so important.
Oh my God, it's so important. And when Trina mentioned to me the medication the other day, I was like, you can't go cold turkey over that. Because you can hallucinate, you start seeing things, you start acting crazy, and that's what was going on.
Yeah.
So some of the hallucination could be, I'm seeing people from who have passed, or I could think that money is missing, or my pocketbook is missing, and my pocketbook is. There's a whole lot of things that can go on.
Yeah.
When you don't take your medicine as anybody.
Yes.
But when we're talking about the elderly and you have your diagnosis could be Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, things that's going on with the brain, diabetes, and now you have a medicine that's impacting or trying to slow down the progress of Alzheimer's, and then you stop taking it. It's catastrophic. To the one who's taking care of you, because now you're like, what in the world is going on? But we don't know that you're supposed to be self-administration, but yourself not doing nothing for yourself. You're not doing nothing for yourself. So this is why we're on here now, and I have Trina on here is because everything I've been talking about, she's been going through.
Yes, and can I say something?
Sure.
Y'all, sometimes I need to. I think. Being a caregiver, I think I've questioned my salvation because I can't do this repeat button. It's like you ask the same question, within the next 5 minutes, you turn around
5 seconds,
and I'll be like, I'm just being honest because being a caregiver, Gloria, you have to have some patience beyond patience. I'm Jobette. You have to have some serious patience because it's like, I feel like you test my hood, you test my salvation. Denise, Roz, and I'm laughing, but I'm being serious. People don't understand when you're dealing with the elderly or you're dealing with anybody, you got to have some patience, especially with elderly, because you have to, it's almost like I have to get up, prepare myself to prepare for them. Because if not, you're trying to do it all, you get discombobulated, you get overwhelmed. Don't have a doctor's appointment, don't try to work. Y'all know I take my laptop everywhere. I'm like, it's just, my cousin said, I love being a caregiver, but yes, you have to have patience.
Baby.
You have to have some serious patience, and my cousin is very good at that. She's been doing that for many years. But I'm sometimes I feel like I'm speechless or I'm lost for words with it. Just to being a caregiver, you even have to transform your house to meet their needs. And Roz know how I'm OCD. I'm OCD.
And elemental P.
And elemental. First Lady David, I'm OC to the D. So like you say I gotta have a walker where? You gotta have this in my tub. You gotta do what? You gotta have this bar. What?
I'm gonna make you holler. Okay. When she first got here, her mother had a time, taking her leg over the side of the tub. I said, well, we can get this equipment. Oh, you're not gonna have my house looking like a hospital. Oh, okay, but this is gonna save your mother from falling, honey. Oh, I'm not. I said, oh, okay. But we got something in the tub though.
Cause she brought it here. Cause I was like, well, you can't just hold on to the bar.
You gotta have somewhere to sit when
First
you get in
lady,
there.
I had to make an adjustment to that because you used to fixing it out, having it all cute and all this, and now I gotta move my little trinkets and stuff out the way. I gotta pick up my rugs off the floor and roll them up under that so
she don't trip and fall.
First lady, listen, so that you can relate with me. I'm like, I like to decorate and have it all cute, smelling, the good and all that. Now I'm having to change the trash bags out every 2 days. No, every day now. Because you want to make sure you keep it appearable and fresh. And so it's different. So I was like, I had to get up early just to make sure my sanity.
Caregiving will make you open the Bible.
Listen,
and pray. Y'all tell me if I'm lying now because as a caregiver, sometimes you have to go back to the altar.
I ain't lying. I told Roz, I said I need an impartation. I need prayer.
I'm gonna make you laugh. Her mother, because I've been doing this so long, when her mother talks, I have a different kind of ear than what she has because she's the daughter. So I'm not the daughter. So she's gonna listen to me before she listens to her. Mm-hmm. And I know that agitates her. I know it does. She's like, well, I'm the daughter. But I'm the one with the information. So because I have the experience and because of that age bracket, they respect people in authority like doctors, nurses, police officers, teachers, government officials. So they have a different kind of respect for authority, for people who have done stuff. Because this is her child, I ain't gonna listen to you. I do whatever I want to do. If I don't want to take no bath, if I don't want to change my drawers, if I don't want to eat, if I want to drink coffee all day, and I have to come in and say, look, see, I have to be the sandpaper. She can't be the sandpaper because her mother said, I'm gonna bust you one. See, you understand what I'm saying? Her mother said, I'm gonna pull out my strap and beat you. So I have to be the bearer of bad news, which is all right with me. But that's the part about caregiving where sometimes you need an outside person to come in and that's why I'm talking to you all today so much about this and about the medication. You have, number one, you got to create a schedule. And on my own personal page, which is under Roz Jones or it's Integrity Caregivers now, you will see and on my website, Roz Jones Enterprises, you will see all kind of tips, my email list, my blog about medication, how important it is. You have got to create a schedule. You got to make a list. And we're getting ready to do that with Trina and her mom. We're going to make a list and we're going to create a schedule.
You better hurry up.
So, having her here, she's listened to me do my lives. She's been there. She's like, oh yeah, Rosin has good information. Now reality has set in.
Yeah. Listen here, but wait a minute. Let's take a comment here because Karen Moore said this is good. I need to go take my medication right now because I forgot.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah. And it's like my mom take it when she feel like it.
Oh yeah. She tests her insulin. Oh, I remember now. Excuse me. No, we got to test that in the morning. You're supposed to test before you eat. On a fast, on an empty stomach. She waited till yesterday afternoon when I got here. That's no sugar. We got to change that schedule. So we're going to get her on the schedule. Woo! That's why I'm here.
Definitely.
So you got to create a schedule. It's important. And the reason why I say that is because then when the medicine is given at the same time every day consistently, then the behaviors most of the time, not all the time, honey, most of the time you will get a consistent behavior out of the person you're giving the medicine to. Okay. Just like a thyroid patient has to take their medicine, use it right before breakfast. They want you to do it on an empty stomach. So then that once you eat, you're regulated and you can go on with the rest of the day. and with the insulin, they want you to take it before each meal so you can say, okay, I can eat this or I can't eat that. And then if you aren't good at taking it, they have the one, and I don't want to call out a brand name, so I'm not sponsored by anybody, but anyway, they have the one where you can put on your arm or somewhere in your body and you can monitor it.
Right.
And you don't even have to worry about the pricking the finger, doing the blood thing, and all of that. But remember now, when you're taking care of a loved one, sometimes they're 70 or 80 years old. They're not the baby boom generation. Yes, they are. They're the baby boomers and a little older.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in a generation where they pricked their finger. They did the thing with the blood. They either drew it or now they have the pens. The Flex or the Nova, or whichever one you use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so that part, when I talk about education, then we have to re-educate them.
Right.
We have to re-educate, not only re-educate them, but also educate the caregiver.
Definitely. Because I didn't pay no attention. I just assumed. So I got to quit assuming.
I came here almost past. I said, what?
Oh, Lord. Take me back.
Babe, I'm going to take all the way back. But the whole thing is that you trust your loved one thinking that they're capable. But if they have Alzheimer's or dementia, sometimes they think they've taken their medication and they haven't. Mm-hmm. And Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, a big problem. Mm-hmm.
We have a problem. So we don't have liftoff. We might have a fall down because they have not taken their medicine and they're not drinking enough water. Just like with Trina's mom, I just went upstairs and took a bottle. I gotta drink this water. Yes, ma'am. Before I leave, I want that bottle to be gone.
Yeah. I have to literally like babysit to make sure, because I can give her water, but she'll hold it or she may sip it. It may take all day. But I'm like, there's a certain amount of water that you need to be able to flush your kidneys, flush the coffee that you like, flush those impurities out. And sometimes when
also
you don't
for
have
your digestive,
that,
for your poop.
And I can tell that when you don't have that, you're off balance. You're off balance even though more. So I was like, water is so vital. Water is so important. And so I seen something where somebody said on, I can't remember where I was, but they was like, if you take your finger and you squeeze it and that meat is still sitting up, you're dehydrated.
Right. And if you push on your ankles on your arm and you have an indentation and it doesn't pop back up, you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
So this is why we said we had to create a schedule. Then we want to say, keep it simple when you're talking about the medicine. Let's look at everything, make a list. And so then when we take it to the doctor, do I have a need to take all of this medicine? I'm just saying. So we have to talk to the person that's taking the medicine. Then we have to talk to the doctor and figure out, why are we taking all this medicine? I have a resident where I go to a facility. She's taking 19 meds. So I texted the doctor. I said, hey, we're having a difficult time with this lady because she has so many medications. Is there any way you can come in and do an assessment? And nothing wrong with asking the doctor for that.
Right.
You have got to be proactive.
Right. You got to be present.
Because you are the advocate for that person, because you know what the doctor's going to do? They're going to write a prescription, pop a pill, because the pharmacy companies are coming in and giving them samples. It's the reason why they get samples. Mm-hmm. I'm just talking. That's one of the reasons why. So I want you guys to make sure that you understand with taking care of a loved one, particularly with this medicine. The medicine is just important as moving them in. I would make sure, and I say this all the time in my lives, all the time. Please connect with me on Facebook. 90 days of medication is going to bless your soul and save your life and keep your edges so your hair won't be way back. I've seen some people with the edges way back there.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't want your edges.
Yes.
I don't want your edges to be way back there. Okay.
Yes.
So we're talking about a schedule. We're talking about keeping it simple. Try to, get those medicines under control and on a schedule. Educate. We talk about education. Trina, you want to talk a little bit more about how important it is to educate not only you about the
and I feel like even with educating, I feel like we need to also read the side effects to the medications that they're taking. So when you see different changes in them, you'll understand what this is from this particular medicine or whatever. Because my mother has spots on her face, and she's like, "What are these spots from?" Sometimes certain side effects will happen, and I say, "Well, that could be from this particular medication that you're taking." Although I told her that 5 times already, but I have to tell her.
You put my glasses on for that.
And she thinks, because y'all know certain times I'll make her face up and make her, glamorous. And so every day she wants to look glamorous. I was like, "Baby girl, we can't she trying to hide those spots." But I said, it's just from certain medications that you're taking that you may cause those spots. So we have to be educated on the medication that you're taking, not and even from the doses to how many times you're taking it, and then like she said, being consistent with taking it, because again, you want to balance your body out.
Get your body regulated.
Yes, with having that, because again, I noticed the decline because I was not aware. Because I didn't take the time to go look, because I assumed that everything was there. She had everything, because when she got to me in April, I just assumed, well, there was something that was missing, and I could notice that certain things were beginning to happen. But I was like, maybe that's just because she 89. Well, yes and no. But it was because I didn't take the time to be educated to look to see, was everything in place. I just packed up everything, threw it on the back of our shoulder. We got jumped. But we left.
She just packed the grip and they took a trip.
Packed the grip and we left. But now, when I went back home, I stayed extra days to make sure. I was like, I need all this together. I sat there, I need all this done. So when I get in this car and head back to Jacksonville, Florida.
She didn't want to hear my mouth.
Not only that, but I didn't want to be sitting here calling doctors, trying to get stuff all re-transferred. I need all this done now, because you even going from one state to the next, there are different things that with your insurance that they don't even cover. So
hello, somebody.
I was like, what you mean you don't cover?
Say that again. When you move from what?
When you move from one state to another state, whatever you receive in that state, you may not receive it in this state. So before you leave, you gotta even find out what's covered, because you may have not gotten the red carpet. Well, over here, you may get the red carpet. You may not. So you have to be educated even on your insurance, what they cover and what they don't cover. Because baby, I got paperwork. I'm taking notes on everything. I said, you say what now? We got to do what, who, and who. So it's like another job. Now I have to sit down and set time to figure out what they cover, who would, even though the doctors that helped us transfer stuff over, but there's still a part you have to play as the caregiver, so that you'll be aware of, and not just assume and not just take it for granted somebody else has done it. So when we get to these appointments, we're not looking like deers and looking at headlights. So it's a transition, but in order for it to be a sweet transition, you got to do the homework.
A sweet transition. That's funny.
Because it cannot. Yeah.
We're laughing because everything that I've talked about, she is experiencing. Am I telling you?
Yeah. Literally everything. Yeah.
And she was talking about the side effects, because I'm glad she said that that's the next thing we're going to transition into is side effects. Sometimes it's not the medicine that causes side effects, it's the aging process.
Yeah.
So as we age, our skin is going to change, the elasticity, the color. We may have, splotches here and there, age spots. That's because part of it is because, again, water, digestive system. We're inactive. We're not exercising. We're sitting all day. We're sleeping all day. We're not moving. We're not doing things so that our skin and our body can come back and do what it's supposed to do. So part of that, and then also too, it could be, something may be wrong with your kidneys, something may be wrong with your liver. There's a whole lot of things that could cause your skin to change colors,
Right.
along with the side effects of the medicine. So we have to look at not only the medicine, but then what condition is the person in. Do they have Alzheimer's or dementia? Are they in renal failure? Do they have kidney problems?
Right.
What is it that they have that could be not that could be working against the medicine?
Right.
But age and time is always going to work against us.
This is true. This is true.
Age, I mean, we can't stop it. We just have to, go along with it, because there's when I get up and look at myself and, I be scared to look in the mirror to see what I'm going to find.
Right.
I'm just talking better than y'all responding. And that's not just for the older people. That's for people who, are starting to, usually when you start getting about 40 or 50, you don't pay attention. But then, I notice with my clients as they get over 55, 60, oh, I got this on my elbow. What does this mean? Am I telling the truth, Trina?
Yes.
I got a freckle.
Because every day it's a new spot. Trina, what's this? This right here, come feel this right here.
It's a bump.
Woo.
And sometimes it just may be a pimple trying to come to the head, but they take and put all kind of ointments on it. They putting witch hazel, they putting alcohol, green alcohol, white alcohol. They putting cod liver oil. Castor oil. They're going back to all the things that their parents did, when they had this problem. But that's not going to work sometimes. Sometimes things do, sometimes things don't. So we have to look at the side effects. So we've talked about number one, creating a schedule for the medication, keeping it simple, talking about the medication, educating. Number three, monitoring for side effects and reporting immediately. Because if you don't, the person could maybe be having an allergic reaction. And if they have an allergic reaction, that means their body is shutting down. And we have to quickly get them to the emergency room in order to reverse what's going on. Okay. So don't take those side effects for granted. Okay. And the last thing is we're talking about coordinate with the pharmacy. She's already talked about that. Coordinate with the pharmacy and the doctor. Okay. We got 15 pills. She take 12 in the morning and 12 at night and 15 in the middle of the day. Why?
Why? You gotta ask why.
Why? You gotta ask why. Just don't think, okay, can you give mama a pill so she can stop talking? No, it don't work like that with dementia. They gonna talk, honey. And they gonna talk. And they gonna talk. And they gonna ask questions. The other day, my mama said, you listen different than Trina. But see, like I said again, like I said earlier, I've been trained different. You know what I'm saying? I've gone to classes. I'm always on the internet. I'm reading. I'm educating myself. I'm doing all this stuff to make sure that when I come into somebody's home, I'm ready. See, I'm ready for the battle. I've been on the front lines and I've done it all. See, she's just in boot camp. Bless her heart and all her parts. And speaking of which.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Miss Jones.
Say something so they can hear you. Hello.
Maybe she's on the way because she wants to know what's going on. But anyway, so just to go through those 5 things. Number one, when you're working with medicine with your loved one or a brother, a sister, a mom, a grandmother, whoever, aunt, uncle, you try to help take care of them. You want to, number one, create a schedule. You want to keep everything really simple. This is why you're taking the medicine. This is why the medicine here. Educate on the medicine. And then number 4, monitor for side effects. This is so important. And then number 5, coordinate with the pharmacy and the doctor to ask why they are taking all of this medication, because maybe they don't need it. Maybe they don't need it. Hey, mother.
I had to watch her because I have stairs. So my mother is so
active, independent. She come down these stairs by herself.
But she's not camera ready, so we not. We're not gonna show mom.
Look, she's like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
She reminds me so much of my mother. My mother was like, do not put me on camera.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I sit?
You
Yes,
can sit
ma'am. You
right
can
here.
sit right there.
Yeah. What can you say hello to the people? Because we're talking about you.
Hello, people. How are you? God bless you.
Yeah. So would you like to tell them how you're enjoying your stay here in Jacksonville?
You like Jackson?
Very much.
Good.
Very much.
Come stay right here. Come that way.
I gave up something real special at home.
Come right here. You're not gonna be on camera.
Yeah,
sweet
babe, we
baby.
just want you to come here. That's all.
Let me see. Let me give you a little hand. Let me see.
Look,
Where your little hand at?
put your hand way over here in the camera. There she is. And we want you to know it's a real person. See, you see her hand. Look at her hand. I just want you to let you know it's a real person. I don't want y'all thinking we pulling your leg.
Yeah. We sitting here talking about these sweet babies.
So
See, I've given her a name. I call her Sweet Babies. Overseer, he said he wants to meet you. Overseer Tremaine said he wants to meet you.
hey, Overseer Tremaine. Hey, honey. So I have your supervisor. You know, I call you your supervisor. So we're talking about her experience now as a caregiver. Before it was long distance, so she would go and relieve her sister, give her sister a break. So now that's turned 360, and now she's here, and she solicited my help to help her with the mom. And you know, all jokes aside, I'm honored to come into
But I'm gonna ask
anybody's
a question
home.
while she's here. So, Mom, why you listen to Roz before you listen to me?
I listen to anyone until I get enough. And then I turn them off. Nicely.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Nicely, she said.
I think she listened to me because you feel like maybe I have a little more experience.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I think she does. And sometime
I fuss at you.
Trina fuss at me. And Roz always come on easy.
You hear that? So it
But it's
does.
to be understood, I guess I brought this in the world, so she thinks she controls me.
See what we talked about earlier? See what we talked about earlier?
Ayana, First Lady. I just like things a certain way. Yeah. And I'm not the one like Overseer Tremaine said. He said he go along with everything. I'd be like, no, I'm the one to say, no, that's not true. No. And then we go to bumping head a little bit. And so I have to walk away. And then if I don't answer a question and I don't be in silence, or I say, Mom, I don't want to talk about it. You don't have to get an attitude. And I'm like, well, I didn't have one, but I do now. So it's just trying to, I guess, balance our region, our age brackets. I've lived a certain way, and my mother has too. So we're just trying to bridge them together. So sometimes,
Well, that's impossible because I'm 89 years old, so we can't. It's not easy to bridge
That gap.
that gap.
yes, ma'am. It's not, but I'm sure trying. Y'all pray my strength to the Lord.
But
Anybody got a prayer revival going on tonight that I can just go join?
But this is the part I'm talking about. See, Trina's mom grew up in I want to say maybe the 50s and 60s. Wait, somewhere in that area.
Mother was born 1935.
So her teenage years were in the 50s and 60s, and Trina's teenage years were probably in the 70s or 80s. I'm just
Maybe the 90s.
Maybe the 90s. Okay. So growing up in 50s and 60s was different than growing up in the 90s. So we have a generational thing going on here. Okay. So what Mrs. Jones, Mother Jones, expects is different than what Trina expects because of the time that they were raised. So that's what I'm trying to explain. So a lot of times when you come in as a caregiver, you're going based on what you are expecting, but they have a different expectation because they were raised in a different era, a different time. Just like I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Mother Jones probably still writes checks. Am I correct, Mother Jones?
Yes, she do.
Okay.
Most definitely.
But us as our generation, everything is electronic. Everything is, we pay by credit card, we pay by internet. We don't even, I don't even have a checkbook anymore. There's no reason for me to have a checkbook. Okay. And we balance our account by going on the internet. Well, they still want to look and feel the paper in their hand and look at the ledger. That's their generation. That's not our generation. Right. And I'm just showing you an example of what's the difference. So
it drives me insane. We be sitting at Walmart and I tell my mama in advance while I'm putting them groceries up there, baby, you want to write a check? Go ahead and get your check out. Let's go ahead and pre-write and get it ready because we have to.
And I thank you all so much for watching the live.
I said, come on, Mama. I'm coming.
Well, I have to see it.
Yes, ma'am. You can sit right there.
I'm still working on my check now. And here's the check.
So these are the things.
Here's the check.
These are the things I'm talking about.
Wait a minute. I'm writing my check.
So,
Mama, can I just pre-write the check?
So
don't rush me.
So in order to accommodate this,
I'm writing the check, Roz.
So in order to accommodate when you go into the store, you might want to sit at the table before you go and already write the place that you're going to. Write out that check for Walmart.
Let's put it back up, Mama. Okay.
It don't take me that long.
We got people behind you waiting, baby. The cashier sitting there with us saying, and then she asked you again, now how much was it again, baby?
Wait a minute.
Now what you say?
As long as I have the right.
So
amount.
I go
that's
and
true.
I try to write it myself because I'm like,
where's your credit card?
where your credit card at?
Give me your credit
Even
card.
with that, we be sitting. I said, get your credit card ready. First like that.
Look,
yeah.
My grandmother used to do the same thing.
Wait a minute, and then don't let you have several credit cards. Here she go.
Look,
Which one am I gonna use? I'm talking about you.
I hear you.
She go to fumbling with that one. Is that my Capital One right there?
Is my Chase card?
Is this one it? I'd be like,
Or should I use American Express? My parents were the same way. Okay.
He said, you're not gonna do much. I'm telling you, this it take, and my mother goes down every aisle and look at everything. And that little scooter, and don't let Walmart or any store don't have a scooter. She was like, well, what kind of store is this?
Loud.
Yeah. I don't care if it's a shop. She got to have a buggy. When we go, if we go shopping for clothes, they don't have a buggy. What kind of store is this? They don't have a buggy in here for folks to walk, y'all. And how far is it? I said, Lord, here we go with this one.
But now, as she's talking now, as a caregiver, when I would take the people to the store, I would go through the same thing. So I say, I tell you what, you ride in the buggy and I'm going to sit over here in the chair. When you get done, you ride by me and wave. That means for me to come stand in line and put the stuff on the thing. I'm just saying, there's a way to get around that. But however, if they're bumping the aisles with the buggy, you may want to get the list and go and get the stuff for them, because that means that they're having eye-hand coordination issues. We don't want them to tear up the store. Mm-hmm. I'm just talking. I'm just putting that out there. Mm-hmm. So we've talked about a lot of things today.
Yes, with our co-host, Mother Jones.
You guys told me to stay upstairs.
But you didn't.
No, I got tired.
She got nosy. Tell her.
Whatever she want to do, it's all right with me. Hey,
They said get her own buggy. Who is this?
and mother has her own room, and I come home from working last night. I come home and my TV on in my room.
And I was up in your bed.
My mother slept me. I said, who in my bed? Hold on now. I look up. I said,
Babe, she can put a paint off the wall here.
baby, I said, okay, mother. I said, you got options in here. That's right.
Look how she laughing.
Yeah. So yeah, it definitely takes.
We came on this
You
live.
guys gonna get old one day.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
you'll probably be worse than that. Y'all probably have attitude, want to fight.
No, I'm not going.
I pray.
You praying for
Now
her?
that she will. Now.
Baby, look, she'll bombard heaven. She'll pray up Peru on you. You hear me? She'll pray now.
She'll bust out in a minute. She'll be in the other room. I'll be working. I'll be like, y'all get still. Mother's praying.
Praying. Remember when it used to rain, they say, be still, don't move? When she gets, everybody get quiet still. Look how she look.
That's right. Yeah.
So today's live was really to, I wanted to bring Trina on because a lot of times people, this is a rarity when the long distance caregiver then becomes the caregiver. I've never had this happen before. So this is a good thing for me. And then also too, with her knowing me I hope it's been a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it has. And it's been helpful. And I think her mom is okay with me. Mrs. Jones, you all right?
Very much so, especially this morning after you fixed my breakfast. I got one step closer to you.
Oh. So you like the way she fixed the breakfast? Huh?
Yeah. But you had to eat some of it.
Give me a kiss, sugar. That's my sweet babies.
So today's live, of course, we talked about medication. We also talked about the difference in ages. When you're taking care of people, you have to realize where they are.
I can cook. Hold on. I heard it. I saw it.
What?
Overseer Tremaine said I can't cook. No, I can cook. What about I say?
No, she can cook. It's just that her mother likes the way that I fix the cream of wheat better than the way she.
And listen, I can. This is I can. I don't care what I do. My mom don't even have to get up for her coffee. I take her coffee to her bed or her breakfast or whatever.
That's the only good thing. Every day. Having that coffee brought to the bed, and it tastes pretty good.
Now every day she'll say it has to be a certain temperature, and it has to have a certain taste, and it depends on what mood she in with me. And she'll sip on it.
Look.
Well, it's a little bitter, but it'll do.
It'll do. I'll go on drink it. But she liked the way, like I said, she liked the way I fix the cream of wheat. She's like, well, I fix it because I take and chop up her meat really fine because I know sometimes swallowing could be an issue, And so I chop it up real fine and I put the little pats. It's about presentation because if you present it and it looks good, then usually they'll eat the whole thing.
I present it and I present myself a living sacrifice.
Well, get on the altar. So anyway,
being a caregiver, I presented myself.
She didn't do it right.
A living sacrifice.
She didn't have the throw cloth over it.
Hiya. Glory to God.
Is that Apostle Anderson on here? I thought I saw.
Mother. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna do the Chronicles. Yes, we're gonna do the Chronicles.
I feel like I presented myself. Ain't that right, Mother?
Yeah.
Okay, Mother. Let the church say, Amen.
Hallelujah.
Mother spoke. Yeah.
But I want you guys to realize the importance.
But if you ever quit, I'm gonna hire and keep.
Oh, you're gonna hire keep
Rosalind?
Mm-hmm.
But where am I going?
I said if you ever quit.
Oh, if you ever stop taking care of her, that means she's gonna hire me with my services, even though they're already being solicited.
Baby, I can go over here to the embassy and kick my good old feet up. Give me some cookies and cream ice cream. and get somewhere and sit down. Baby, take these lashes off, the rest of these nails.
What's left?
Baby, what's left of these nails?
Now look, before her mother got here, baby, her hands was all of that. I don't even want her to put her hands up in the light.
No, I'll show y'all because I've been snatching these nails off. My daughter did my nails out there. Y'all know I wear them. Get them in the
Look at her hand. Show me your hand.
Let me show you. I've been taking them out. Look at it.
And I wonder why.
And listen, I said, the struggle is real. My mama told me, well, they too long anyway. Woo.
So sometimes the caregiver needs respite.
Yeah.
But now I think she appreciates, the social distancing that was there for a while.
Yeah, honey. Yeah. Yeah, I told my son, get up, take your grandmama, just drive.
To the beach.
Get on that road.
On Beach Boulevard.
Get on that road. That was, what was that, Tuesday? Y'all just ride. I stayed in my gown. I didn't put an edge glue nowhere, an edge gel nowhere. The ponytail stayed in the bag. I didn't do nothing. I said, drive slow.
Matter of fact, below the speed limit.
Baby, get her dressed. My mother called herself trying to fix herself up right, y'all. I'm gonna talk about you. She gets that press
in front of my face.
in front of her face, because I don't want nobody to say I'm talking about my mom behind her bed. She get that press powder, baby.
Oh yeah, with that sponge.
With that sponge.
Y'all know that red sponge they use.
She takes that thing like this. I said, you beating it like you're mad at it, because I'm working on these spots. I said, Lord Jesus Christ. Woo. But I love you.
Was that you who told me the reason for these spots?
Yes,
Here we go. Here we
Yes,
go with
ma'am.
these spots.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It could be several reasons why. Part of it, like I said before, could be the aging process. Number one, you're not active like you used to be. You're not running, you're not out here walking and jogging like you used to. And you're sitting a lot and drinking a lot of caffeine and not enough water. So that's part of it.
So how you get them off?
Well, you're going to have to change the way you live.
Takes so long.
She said it takes so long.
Well, it wouldn't take that long if you go ahead and start. I've offered to come over here and walk. You don't want to do it. I called Trina. She said she ain't ready. So I leave you be.
Mm-hmm. I walk sometime.
Well, it has to be every day for 30 minutes.
And the spots will leave.
They will begin to leave. It's just like it took a while to get there. It's going to take a while to go.
Yeah, they came up and I didn't even know it till all of a sudden.
Yes, ma'am. So we're going to have to work. It's a process. Yes, ma'am.
It's taking away my beauty from my age.
Mm.
Well, I hope you out with a little makeup, sweet babies. But you still my sweet babies.
We both putting on our glitter.
She's still my sweet babies. I don't care if you got a spot, wrinkle. She's still my sweet babies.
Well, once again, we thank you so much for coming on. And I appreciate Trina allowing me to come on her page and, to talk to you all talk to you guys about, how, and this is just some of the ways you can help manage with medication. Now, if you need, a medication, a blank form to where you can keep up with that, or a blank form for blood pressure or anything like that, let me know. Blood pressure, insulin. I have all that stuff in my arsenal. You can inbox me here on Facebook under Roz Jones. You'll see me. I have on a little yellow suit. I'm getting ready to change that picture, make it look like something else, but nonetheless.
I'm taking notes.
But make sure if you do need it, let me know. Inbox me your email, and then I will have my VA. We're going to send out anything within the next week. So I'm going to give you a week to get it together and to ask for it. And then after that, it's going to go on my website at a cost. I'm being nice and giving this out as a freebie. Mm-hmm. But after that, please pay attention. It's going to cost. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I often don't give out freebies, but this is important enough for me to go ahead and do that if you want to monitor blood pressure and insulin and keep up with the medication. Yes, ma'am. So anyway, she's caregiving for 2 people, but nonetheless, we just wanted to go ahead and talk about that. We talked about the 5 things regarding medicine. Create a schedule, keep it simple, educate, monitor for side effects, and coordinate with the pharmacy and the doctor. We also talked about the care for caregivers with generational. So taking care of someone that's 19 versus taking care of someone that's 89 is a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Raising somebody in 2024 and someone that was raised in 1954 is a big difference. So you have to be able to manage that. I have a girlfriend of mine, Dr. Randolph. She has 3 generations in her house. Bless her heart and all her parts. I don't know how she do it. So these are the things that you have to understand, because Trina's in the sandwich generation. So, she has her mother on one side, and then she have her children, and, and even sometimes her brother. So these are the things that we also talked about today about, not only managing medicine, but managing multiple generations as well. And so you have to have the right people in your circle. You have to have the right caregiver. And please know that I'm not the only one. And if I'm not a fit, you must have quit. Let me, I don't have to be the one. I just want to educate you and let you know what is out there and what you need to be aware of as a caregiver. So I hope today has helped. Let me know, like I said, inbox me and your name and your email address. Yes, maybe you have your finger up.
I want to co-sign Overseer Dupree. He said, can somebody help him on how to get his mama to hush sometimes? He said, you got any tips on that?
We'll talk offline, honey. We'll talk offline.
She said, Mama said, let me hear.
Yeah.
So anyway, you see she ran the house, and we just, even though we told her we were doing this, she's
Come here, Xavier. So yeah, I want to know that too. Sometimes I'll co-sign that for 200 because I be want to know.
Angela said it takes strength.
How you get them to hush sometimes? It's like I turned the battery off.
But you see, we doing it.
I was like, give me a remote.
But look, we doing it live, and she holding the whole conversation.
I was like, how do you get them to hush and trust you sometimes? Just let me do it. Yeah,
because the whole thing is, the reason why they're not is because I'm still the mama. I'm still the daddy. Even though, for some of you all that know, my mother passed, and we had the funeral this weekend. And even though I'm the child and was making decisions, my dad said, I will make the decisions when I'm ready to make the decision. Oh, okay. So that meant for me to shut up and back up. Mm-hmm. And I have so-and-so doing this, and I have so-and-so doing that. You know what that meant? Roz, shut up and back up. So you know what Roz did?
Well, when I go to saying something, my mama talking about, I'm just as old as you today as I was when you were born. So I just said, you sure right. I said, but guess what? This is how we gonna do it, baby girl.
Woo! Gloria Brown, thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. We hope we have brought you education and entertainment today. Karen Yates, Overseer Tremaine Dupree, love you to life. Angela Bizzle, Apostle Darlene Anderson, so many, Ayanna Davis, so many of you have stopped by just to support us, and we appreciate that. We hope that you share this out so that someone else that's going through this will know that they're not alone. That's the biggest thing. I don't want you to be alone and without information. And so I have spent close to 20 years doing this. And I feel like as the subject matter, one of the top subject matter experts in the field, I feel like that, I can help people. And if I can't help you, I will outsource it and get you someone to help you. Okay.
Yes, Tremaine. Your name is Tremaine.
Tremaine. We love you, baby, like a hog loves slop.
Kimberly High said she just became a caregiver.
Oh, bless your heart.
Mama, your niece Gloria said hello.
Tell Auntie I said hello and I love her.
And she loves you.
Come get her.
Yeah. You remember your
Your
niece?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is
My brother's daughter.
your brother's daughter?
That's right. Which one?
Gloria?
Gloria.
Not Gloria Willis.
Oh. I don't know another Gloria.
You don't know another Gloria?
I don't think so.
Yes,
Reminder who it is.
Linda, your niece Linda. This is her daughter.
Who's the mom?
Linda.
Linda who? You know.
Linda, your sister Jeanette's daughter.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It just takes a moment to kick in. We have to give context clues. We have to give clues.
Yeah, because I don't hear from.
Somebody in trouble.
Gloria.
You heard
Invite him so you get her number. So
please, Gloria, because baby, she gonna talk about this all day. I ain't heard from her. When she gonna call? Please.
And I ain't heard from her mama Linda. That's my niece.
See. Linda, Linda, Linda. Linda.
Linda Johnson.
She done called out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. Well,
Gloria, tell your mom.
Hello, and I'm in Florida. I don't think she know that now.
She know it now.
Yeah, they know. You know, when you first got here, you used your cell phone. You said, "Ask Kyle," and she said, "No." You went up the line to everybody.
Look, she said, "I know. I'll inbox." So she's following the instructions because she's gonna contact you, sugar.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah. Well, I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. See, we just get started, and before you know it, comes a time when we have to say so long. Yeah. So, but thank you all so much. We appreciate it.
It's lunchtime. So,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and I appreciate Trina allowing me to come in her home and to spend time with her and her mom. Like I said, it's an honor to be able to take care of her mom. It's really an honor, and everybody don't get a chance to take care of their mothers. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say it like that and leave it alone.
Yes. So if you still have your family members, mother, father, whoever, appreciate it and make memories as I do, because just about everything we do, I kind of document it a little bit, take photos, take little videos to keep those and to cherish them, because sometimes you have to take the bitter with the sweet, and you have to even take the lemons and make it lemonade, and just laugh some things off, because there's no need of arguing about it. I'm gonna tell y'all, is my mama sing that song, "He's Still Working on Me"? Ain't he working on me, mama?
Make it what you ought to be.
Go on, sing it.
I forgot it.
Took him just a week, make the moon and star, Earth, sun, and Jupiter and Mars. How loving he must be. Why?
Because he's still working
on me.
He's still working on me. As a mother, as a daughter, as a friend, as an auntie, as a caregiver, as a minister, evangelist, whoever, just me, he's still working on me. So I know that there are areas that I must come up to. So I'm not perfect. I allow him to still work on me. And that's the thing. So if I don't do it right, the Lord allows me to get up. Lord, help me to be better today.
Lord, help me.
And that's all we can do, is ask God to help us to be better. Give us the strength
to hold out,
and the patience, And I don't pray for patience, but I just like, God, just help me to be better. That when that's my time, that I have the next love and someone to, honor me and take care of me, because it's not always easy, because sometimes you get in your own world and you used to going, but then you have to stop and make sure that the other person is good. So it's not a burden. I don't ever want her to feel that she's a burden to me. It's just a transition here. And I'm willing to go through the process just to make her happy. And that's why I told her, I said, whatever it takes, I want to make her happy. I want her to enjoy Florida. I want her to enjoy where she is. I want the home to be a place that she want to be here, and that she's good. So to say all of that, to say I'm glad that I have this opportunity. We may laugh about it, we're gonna fuss and cry, but I'm glad to be able to have this that I can say I had a part in it.
Overseer Dupree said, I already told my family my mother is not going to the nursing home. She's going to stay with my sister, period. I like your plan of action.
Yeah, you have a great plan of action. Yeah. Because I never would have thought that my mother would come to Florida. I used to ask her to come and visit me, and she'll say, I'm coming, and let me get my bearings together. And then when it was that time to come, she said, I can't come. I got to clean up my garage. I said, okay. So I called my sons. I said, y'all go clean up your granny's garage so that won't be her excuse for not coming. So they got the garage cleaned up. And then I said, okay, well, what is it now? Well, you just never know.
I got to get my toenails done. Got to get a pedicure. She don't tell the truth.
But nevertheless, it's all is good. You good, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not beating you up. Tell the people I'm not beating you up.
Not yet.
I hope you all have had as much fun as we have, giving you the information. Hope that it was helpful. And again, if you need anything, seriously, please inbox me. If you're a beginning caregiver or if you're having some trials and tribulations, please inbox me. Now, the first hour is free.
Oh, my shit.
Everything else after that is consulting. I just want to let you know the first hour is free. And everything else, I have to be honest, because I've been really soft about that and spending more time and, not really doing what I'm supposed to do. But I have a coach now that is, I have two of them that's in my colon about, hey, by state law, we have to give you 1 hour free. And then after that, I can charge. So please understand that. And so have all your questions ready, because once the hour is up and I say tick tock, that's it. So again, I'm done. I appreciate you all. Now you want to do this because this is your thing.
Okay, Mom, you have anything you want to say before we end this live?
God bless them.
May His peace be with you till we meet again.
That's all I can do. That's all I can harmonize. Girl, how you turn this thing off?
All right. Now this live will be ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make it a great day. Bye.
I'm glad you know how to do it.